We'll start. Good evening, Panther Nation. We are coming to you from Panther Stadium at Arvest Field, where your Siloam Springs Panthers are taking on the visiting Shiloh Christian Saints. The last time these two teams played was in 2013 at Razorback Stadium, where these two teams tied. If we want that same outcome, where we had a furious rally, we're going to have to play our best ball, Dennis.
Yeah, I agree. This is another monumental task for the conference season, and man, Shiloh Saints are good. They're good.
So what are some of the, in order for us to compete, on that particular night we had a huge rally. We had to come back, block punt, had to take it all the way back for 6 with Parker Baldwin. What are we going to have to do tonight? What are the keys to compete?
Well, I was down on the field before the game, and their offensive and defensive lines are huge. For us to have any success competing, we're going to have to hold our own up front. There's no secret to that. And then we're going to have to make sure that we don't turn the football over, take care of the football, win that turnover battle. And then lastly, man, we got to limit their big plays because they got some guys that can take it to the house. So we're going to have to make sure we limit those guys.
Yeah, and this is Armed Forces Night tonight here at Panther Stadium. So one of my favorite events that we do, all of our players will run out with a United States flag, and we're honoring veterans here tonight as well, along with a lot of our coaches. So, as our players get fired up and they get excited to come out, I hope they take some of that intensity right out of the gate because this is a big moment, and here they come right now on the field.
Yeah, that's exciting to watch them come out on the field, and young people that care about our country and support our flag. Man, what a great entrance. Love the fact that we do that every year.
So as I stated in the opening, last time these two teams played each other was in 2013 at Razorback Stadium. On that evening, we went down early and had a rally back. There was a block punt that was returned by no other than Parker Baldwin, who went on to play for San Diego State. And, of course, he had a stint with the Atlanta Falcons. It was a tie that particular evening. We already talked about, for us to have a similar result, it's going to be some of our best ball. But talking to the coaches this week, it was a good week of practice. We're well prepared. We're ready to come out and battle. But it's a lot of the things that you just said that have to go well for us to have a fight. This is the number 3 team in the state. They are currently second in the conference. Their only loss in conference play is to the Greenwood Bulldogs. In that game, it was 28-17 loss to Greenwood. Other conference results were 37-13 win over Mountain Home, 38-20 over Southside, and 46-21 over Russellville. Their only other loss in the season was to an outside-the-state opponent. They will kick off to start this game, which means we will be set to receive. Here we go, Dennis.
Yep, I'm excited tonight. Let's get out of here tonight. Make sure that we compete well, get better, and no injuries. Conference season really is going to boil down to the last 2 weeks, Luke. So whatever happens tonight, this is just an opportunity to get out and get better.
And the kick is away. Fielded at about the 15. Looks like McKinley kind of danced around, and he'll get tackled at the 22-yard line. Be first and 10 Panthers from that spot. Kind of a rugby scrum return.
It looked like we were really setting up the wedge, but the wedge didn't block up field.
A 10-man wedge.
Yeah, it was pretty interesting there, but ball's on the 23, so we'll start from there. Their defensive line is large, and I want to just point out, number 31 for the Saints, he is a headhunter on defense.
We'll come out in the wing T formation. The give is to Mason Short right out of the gate, and he'll follow a block, and he'll pick up a good gain there on first down.
Yeah, you got about 7.
Yeah. Hey, we talked about Mason last week at the end of the game. He averages 10 a carry, over 300 yards on the season.
Yeah, he's got one of those forward leans. He's deceptively elusive because he's got great feet. He makes a lot of people miss, and then he falls forward.
We'll stay in the same formation, our wing T set, Clemson, as we call him, the field. The give is to Davidson, the fullback dive. He'll make one man miss, too, and he'll be tackled at the 48-yard line. The best start for the Panthers in the last 4 weeks.
Yeah, that was another 18-yard run right off the bat. Caden Davidson right up the gut there and 17 yards.
Check that, the 47-yard line. The Panthers will go quick to get on the ball. Unbalanced look from the Panthers offensive line. give theirs to Davidson again, and he'll rumble ahead, and he'll pick up about 7 again with this a little different look out of the wing tee, kind of unbalanced set there. He had Stu on the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, we're getting some push up front. That's what we talked about in the opener. If we can hold our own on the offensive and defensive lines, this is going to help us stay in the game here.
This time it's to Short. He'll follow a block. He'll make a cut. And once again, he'll pick up a first down. It'll be 1st and 10 Panthers. Ball on the 39-yard line. Panthers will go quick again. You know, I would suspect after last week that our players were challenged up front, and it's showing here early.
Yeah, I would agree, just by the way we're firing off the snap.
And we'll give to Estacio this time on a little misdirection from our other 2 backs that have carried it, and he'll be met at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Yeah, that's our first no gain on the night. We have already got 3 first downs. Man, running the football good early.
This time the give is to Short. He'll get hit by 2 different Shiloh Saints and only pick up 2. It'll be 3rd and 8 Panthers here.
Yeah, you're kind of getting down in this area where it's going to be 4-down territory. You don't gain much by punting anyway, and so
you'd like to get at least half of this
half
back
of
here.
it. Yeah, if you get half here, I think you go for it on 4th down.
And we got movement up front that doesn't help us there. It was all across the board on that right-hand side. I don't know if it was
Yeah, they did jump in the neutral zone too, but our offensive line didn't move, and so it's going to be against us.
So 3rd and 13 here for the Panthers. We'll stick in the same formation. Got a tight end wing look. I think the give is to Toledo here, and he's met almost immediately. That'll bring up 4th and 12. This is a little different than the original scenario you brought up. We'll probably have to punt here. We may check them and then do our little pooch punt with Dane. I saw him punting in warm-ups.
Yeah,
Which he can
wouldn't be a bad idea to see if we could draw them off sides, get a maybe 5 yards here, and then pooch it down there.
He's been able to pin teams when we've done that, and they have no one back deep to receive it. But we're going to line up but you can kind of draw them off this. So we're going to go for it here. And he gets outside the pocket. He's going to throw Mikey on the out, and what a play there. Break up by number 7 for the Saints, Gray Colbert. Pretty good break on the ball. It'll be turnover on downs. It'll be 1st and 10 Saints right there on the 41-yard line.
Yeah, Mikey McKinley ran a really good route, and Dane got outside the pocket and threw on the run, put an accurate football out there, but they made a great play on it. That's challenging them to make a play, and they made a play. So here we go. Defense needs to step up.
Saints go quick. We're late getting a guy on the field. They'll go quick here with the little hitches across the board. Saints, they're more pass than run. A little 56% run, 44% pass. They'll go quick, no huddle. They'll go a deuce stack look out of their offensive set, shotgun formation. They'll go pop to their sideline. Pass is complete there to number 5, Dalton Carnes.
He's going to be short.
Yeah, it'd be 3rd, maybe
one. 3rd and 1 here.
3rd and 1. Which they're a run-heavy team. I mean, like I just said, they got a good run game.
Yeah, I was talking to...
A little power give there to number 18, Griffin Mason. He'll pick up the first.
I was talking to our AD, Jeff Williams, before the game, and he said when they really get serious about it, if they need to, they'll just line up and run at you. They can run the football here.
They're already showing it with a little 2-back set. They'll throw a little pop again out here towards our sideline. Pass complete number 3, Zane Sluter, their number 2 receiver on their team. He'll pick up a first down. They're going their NASCAR, as we used to call it. Quick, quick, quick on the ball, and let's go.
Not a lot of time for the color man.
And again, pop to their sideline.
Yeah, they're getting us soft with these quick passing game. The quick passing game's getting us soft here. They're about to hand it to number 42.
Go trips to our sideline, single receiver to the other side. Little screen set up, but they'll throw to the single receiver side, and he'll throw off his back foot and passes complete to number 3, Zluter, and that'll be a first down, Saints. They're quick again. They have ran, I bet there's been 5 seconds between each snap. I mean, hyperbole, but it's so quick. A little buck sweep into the boundary there, and there'll be a hold on the Saints, but they'll pick up 16 before, maybe 18 before the hold. I saw a hold on one of the pullers getting out, and that will be the call.
Yeah, that's a good vision from here, Luke. That's going to put the ball back around the 28-yard line, I believe. The flag's on the 18.
Now we can breathe a bit.
Yeah, I can talk a little bit now. Number 18, Griffin Mason he's their big back. I think you told me he was averaging about 185 yards a game. He's got 10 total touchdowns on the year, but this guy's he's like the other running backs in this league. This league is full of dynamic ball carriers, and he's one of them.
They'll go trip, star boundary, tight end closed on their sideline. Shotgun formation. They'll once again throw a bubble pop type tunnel screen to number 3 Zluter, and he'll make 3 different guys miss and spin around before he gets tackled. It'll be 3rd and 9.
Yeah, we got to get him on the ground. We had 2 or 3 guys have a shot to get him for a minimal, maybe even behind the line of scrimmage gain, and he ended up getting 2 or 3 yards or 7 or 8 yards there after the first contact.
They'll go a tray look, tight end, 2 receivers at the top. They give outside zone there to number 18 Mason, and we'll bring him down.
So it's going to be 3rd and about 5.
I mean, the down marker versus the scoreboard were off, but yes, it is going to be 3rd and 5. You know, on this drive, even though it's been that quick of tempo, they've probably ran 10 plays, and 7 of them have been a pop pass. They'll go 2 twins with a wing to their boundary. They'll run verticals over the top. Pass is incomplete, so that'll bring up 4th and 5.
Yeah, Jack O'Brien may have got a fingertip on that.
I imagine a team like the Saints will go for it. I think in their hubris, they will go for it against the Siloam Springs Panthers.
Yeah, I would say you're right. And
they will, and they'll come out with a snug twins to our boundary, 2 receivers to the top. They'll motion Mason across to make 3 receivers to that sideline. They'll try to run a screen back across here. We're over it. The pass is broken up.
Nice job. Number 2, Eli Hargett.
Great job by the Panthers right there, and we'll get the ball back. 1st and 10, ball on the 15-yard line.
Well, you know, Luke, I think the start of this game couldn't have went any better for the Panthers. We got several first downs. We moved the football with the running game. Defensively, we gave up some yardage, but we did not break and give up points. So here we go. 5 minutes and 39 seconds left in the first quarter. It's our second possession on offense. What do we got here? More of the same?
You know, I'd like to see more of the wing tee, only because we saw some areas where we could gash them. Now, they show a lot of different looks defensively, a lot of like what you would almost call exotic fronts, and you're seeing some right here. It's not necessarily a normal look. They've got a couple different guys off the ball dancing around. Give this to Estacio. He'll beeline through. He'll get past the first down marker and then some. Love watching that guy run. He'll pick up the first down. 1st and 10, ball on the 26-yard line.
Yeah, that was a good run by Ryan. The first time he touched it, they were ready for him, but they were not ready that time, and he snuck in there behind his O-line and got 11 yards.
I mean, on that snap, the nose guard was standing in a 2-point stance, 4-yard. Look at none of them were on the line of scrimmage. I mean, look, we just gave it to our fullback. No one was on the line of scrimmage. He picks up 6.
Yep.
If they're going to show us that kind of look, just keep giving it to KD, and he'll get you 5 or 6.
Absolutely.
That was Toledo, I guess, on that one.
Yeah, Victor Toledo in for that carry, but you're right. If they're going to stand up and leave a hole right in front of your center, give it to that first guy through.
I think you would call this some junk defenses. You know, former Siloam Springs graduate Jacob Gill was a defensive coordinator. He did a lot of different fronts and looks. I don't know if he did anything quite like this, but now they've got almost everyone in the box played in a phone booth. Give us to Toledo there, and he'll make good headway there. I thought maybe a flag was down. It ends up being the Saints are trying to act like a fumble was on the field. I didn't see a beanbag toss. I see no indicator. We're waving them on first down, Panthers.
I think the defender just took it away from him after he got him down, and he tried to act like he had it before he got down. But Victor did a good job of getting the first down yardage and then getting down.
I see a burst through the line of scrimmage that we have not seen in weeks out of the Panthers.
They're 3 yards off the ball.
That time, a little bit more penetration. But, yeah, it is a very interesting look when they're junking it up there up front.
So the game action is right in front of us here in the booth, and the defensive line is 2 or 3 yards off the football, standing up. I'm not exaggerating this.
So 2nd and 9 Panthers. 3:55 left in the first. We'll stay in our Clemson wing team set.
Now they're tight.
They give us to Flores. First carry for him on the night. The ball is on the turf. That is a fumble. Ball was out. And it was scooped up by the Saints, and they will recover, and they're brought down on the 30-yard line. A little extracurricular there by the Saints.
Yeah. Hey, they're good, and they know they're good, and they're going to tell you they're good.
One of the things you talked about in the opener, limit turnovers. I see it highlighted in your binder.
Yep. You know, it's just so hard to win football games when you lose the turnover battle. Now, it's possible. I'm not saying it's not possible. It's just hard to do.
Saints a little jet sweep, a little into their sideline. Who is that coming up quick right there? Was that Estacio comes downhill fast and brings down number 5, Dalton Carnes, and then it'll be a pick about 4.
Yeah, that had huge play written all over it, and we did a good job with a 4-yard gain.
I don't think they were all set, but they'll run the pop right back to him on this sideline. They just say him in the same formation. You know, the dead toss has become a popular play in all levels of football there on the jet sweep, because if he drops it, it's just an incompletion. They'll stay in it. They'll go tight end, 2 receivers at the bottom. They'll give us to Mason on a little power action, and he'll pick up 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
You know, we're doing a pretty good job on him up front. Now, the quick passing game has given us a little trouble, but so far we've done a good job of rallying to the football and limiting Mason to a 3, 4, 5-yard gain.
The fear is on the pop is when they go pop go, but right now they go trips to their sideline in a staggered look, tight end into this boundary, and they'll run into our boundary. And touchdown Mason.
Yep, and I jinxed it.
You jinxed. The announcer jinxed.
The announcer jinxed. You know, he took it in from about 14 out, but they kind of, it was one of those misdirection type plays. They get us lined up one way, get us out of the box, and then all of a sudden he takes it back to the boundary for a score.
Yeah, you know, as we say quite often on this broadcast, when you put your trips to the field and then you run back into the boundary, you always have a numbers up game. They'll go a little gamesmanship here and see if they have numbers up to try to run a 2-point conversion. They will run it. Little option, double pass look, and they got a guy intercepted by the Panthers, and that will keep the score. Look at Stu. That'll keep it. Hey, I did.
Big Stu says no way.
Hey, that's those basketball hands. He's got soft hands down in the block.
He does. I really like Stewart as an athlete. He's got great feet, great hands. Kid loves basketball and football. I think it's great. The kids play multiple sports.
I saw him on the field during warm-ups. I see he's going to score a touchdown. He goes, I got you. Well, you know, I'll take that right now.
Yeah. Yep.
So with 2:30 left here in the first quarter, the score is Shiloh Christian Saints 6, Panthers 0.
You know what we don't talk about enough, Luke, is just how good those kids are, right? So we come out and we call the game athletically, and we call their highlights out here on Friday nights, and then during basketball season we'll talk about them on Tuesday and Friday. But these are great kids every day of the week, and I know these guys are walking your building every day, and they're just good, pleasant kids to be around, and what a testament to the school and the community, parents, for raising these kids.
And Mikey will take it at the 8, and he'll take it out. again, a very unique kickoff return look that we're showing, and we'll bring it once again like last kickoff return, about the 23-yard line. That's where we'll start. We've done a lot of good things offensively. We put the ball on the turf, which was the only real thing. We've been able to manufacture some yardage. We'll see if we'll stick to the same script here as far as formation and personnel groupings.
You know, we've had 5 different guys carry the football, okay? And I think we've had positive contributions out of them all. You take away the turnover, and this is a different game right now.
We'll stick with the exact same look. You know, the thing is, you can stick with that look and run 15 different plays out, which right there we'll stick with the dive and we'll get 4. Hey, a wise man once told me, if you get 3.3 every carry, you'll always get a first down.
Yep. They were good at math. They were good at math.
He is pretty good at math. I won't say his name because I don't want to feed his ego, but yeah, he's pretty good at math. We'll stay with the same look, unbalanced or overload into our sideline, and we will give back to that sideline and to Anderson. Hey, good read right there. Great eyes by Jackson. He'll pick up the first down by right there for the Panthers at the 37-yard line.
Yeah, that's the 6th guy that's carried the football. Good run there by Jackson. You know, I remember 2 plays so far here in the first quarter. One was a no gain, and the other one was the fumble. But every other run has produced positive plays.
Yeah,
positive yards.
It's been a good night offensively. Coach Turner seemed very positive this week in the lunchroom. We'll stick with the same look. Once again, we're not changing anything formation. We're not trying to be tricky. We're running a little power look here out of it that time. We'll pick up 6.
Now, that was a little bit different because he did go in motion and then
little orbit motion.
Come straight downhill and in that power run game. But that was Mason Short, I believe.
Yeah, I mean, we've got Mason, Ryan, Jackson, KD, Victor have all carried the ball, of course, Gio. With 40 seconds left here in the first, we'll still have time to run one more play before we take it to quarter. But this is a good position to be in. This is you talked about where you'd want to be. We've done some good things offensively.
If you'd have told me before the game that it was going to be 6-0 with at the end of the first quarter, you'd have taken it.
This time we'll drop a little play action look. Passes, we overthrow Boaz by a few yards. It'll be 14 seconds left here in the quarter. It'll be 3rd and 4, 3rd and 5.
Yeah, we took a shot there. We liked we feel confident that we could pick up the first down here on 3rd down, so we took a shot down the field.
Dane will go under center, maybe hard count them here, try to draw them off, and then he'll give to the fullback, and we're met immediately for a loss of 2.
Yeah, Victor,
and that will take us to quarter.
Didn't have any space right there, but that will take us to quarter. We're going to be down 6-0 as we start the second quarter. Luke, you want to go through the donor shout-outs?
I would love nothing more to go through the donor shout-outs. So we'll start with Alternative Design, as I can see their building right here from Panther Stadium. Generations Bank, Grand Savings Bank, John Brown University, Jetstream by Pipe Life, Lazy Boy, Bay Spring Cards, Arvis Bank, Callahan Steakhouse, Lightning Bolt Advertising, Simmons, Superior Auto Group. Thank you for all you do for Panther Athletics. If right now on the field, they're honoring a combination of not only our coaches, but our fine arts department. We got our band directors, we got our choir directors, I see Coach Moses, I see a few different people down there. There's a lot of people that put a lot of time in to help all of our students participate in a lot of different things.
Yeah, great people down there too. I mean, they're coaches in every aspect of the word. Fine arts, those people are coaches too. I see Miss Melesso down there, Daniel Hodge, Mr. Hodge is down there, Taylor Catronio. I see some coaches down there, Michaela Thompson.
Coach Mo.
Yeah, I see Coach Mo. Those guys.
Shout out to Karen Noble, the athletic director's assistant. She does a ton.
She makes that office go.
Jeff Williams would say the same.
Yeah, he knows. Jeff Williams is a smart guy. He's no dummy. He's no dummy. Thank you to all you that donate your time and energy to Siloam Springs Schools.
So the Panthers will punt it away here to start the second quarter. Kick is away by Short, and it's a booming kick. No one back for the Saints.
It's bad.
A little backspin there, and it'll be downed at the 23-yard line. First and 10 Saints from the spot.
Okay, we've had about as good a start as we can get here. If we had not fumbled the football, this is a 0-0 game here, I believe.
I would love for us to, now, it could go both ways, live by the sword, die by the sword, but to jump a pop route.
Yep.
But the moment you do that, whoop, they pop go.
Yeah, they do the pop and go and down the field. But, hey, let's just play solid defense. I see guys competing tonight, and it looks like we have gotten better.
Tight end wing look out of them here. This is something they haven't shown.
They're going to try to get Mason going, I would think.
It's back to your quote earlier about when they get into a dogfight, they start going to the running game. So when they go heavy personnel look there with 21 look.
I think when they pass it, they just kind of toy around a little bit. But when they really want to get serious, they'll run the football.
And they'll go outside zone towards their boundary, and we'll fill the alley, but he'll bounce it outside. Stay inside your man. Initially, we had good fits.
Nice tackle. Ryan Estacio comes up and lays a lick on him low, Griffin Mason's not getting up. He is down on the ground.
We talked about Ryan doing that last week when we were in Mountain Home. You know, initially our run fits were right where you would want them on the outside zone, and then we lost contain there when we were getting stock blocked on the edge. Yeah, you were right. You talked about what Coach Williams had said. Initially, early in the game they came out with 10 personnel, 4 receivers, 1 running back, and now they've got not only a tight end but a wing, and they're pounding the rock.
Yep. I hate to see this. You don't want to see anyone get hurt on during Friday night football games. This young man's a talented back, and he is clearly hurt. He's on the ground, not getting up. He's got his helmet off. They're looking at something below the knee. It was not a dirty play. Ryan just went low on the tackle and got him tripped up. It was just a football play, but he is hurting, so they'll have to. He's not putting any pressure on that ankle, so I would say you won't see any more of 18 Griffin Mason for the rest of the evening, unfortunately. Hope that young man is okay. Okay. Who'd they bring in here, Luke? Did you see the number?
I didn't see the number off the sideline. They'll go play action up top. They got number 3 up the seam. He was wide open, and Zluter will be brought down after a huge gain.
Yeah, that was they kind of lulled us to sleep there, and they took a shot. You mentioned it.
50-yard gain on the play action there.
Little play action down the field, ran right by us.
thing, and that will make it ball on the 35-yard line on procedure penalty.
All right, here we go. Ball will be at the 35-yard line for the Panthers. I would like to see us run the football, stay with the run.
Well, there's no reason to rush it. I mean, like you said, stick with your identity.
Yep. I'd like to see us keep the balance, keep giving Ryan carries here, give Mason some carries, Caden Davidson again. Let's keep sharing the rock. This is the craziest thing I've seen. They're 5 yards off the line of scrimmage.
It looks like they are at like the new dynamic kickoff in the NFL, where you're like staring toe to toe.
There are 6 defensive linemen standing 5 yards away from the football, and at the snap they just take off running, and you don't know who to block. I think that's the whole gist of it, right?
Yep. No, it is a game. They're playing games. I mean, a lot of the coaching defense and scheming defense. In theory, the perfectly executed offensive play should. Using offense, they're going to try to do the same thing right here. Look, they're not trying to be at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, they have no.
I mean, just fall forward. Not now. They'll creep up late. Give there quick to Davidson. He'll pick up 3. It's almost you want to look at what their look is and then check to something. Boaz will come in and spell Stu. But I will say, personnel formation, we have not went gun a single time tonight.
Yeah. Well, we're having success running the football out of this formation. So, I mean, I think that's the right call. Let's just stick to it.
I mean, we could stand up and throw it to Mikey right there. They have literally no one over there. A little jump cut by Estacio. He's met after about a gain of 2, 4th and 6. And as much as the Maverick in me loves to roll the dice, the conservative man in you knows punt it.
Yeah, I appreciate you calling me a conservative man. That's the nicest thing you've said to me in a week. But
a week? Probably a year.
I would try to draw him off here.
Coach Smith can be a little bit of a maverick too. Who knows? We might run into some. Look at Stu flexing out there. We'll still punt it away. It will hit, take a bounce, good coverage. Yeah. We're all over it, and the ball will be down at the 15 or the 16-yard line. What would you have done if we just taken that snap and thrown it out to Stu and had him dance?
Yeah, I've seen Stu. He can't dance. I mean, I love Stu. Don't get me wrong, but he's not.
You heard it here first, folks.
He's not twinkle toes out there.
On senior night here at Panther Stadium, Mr. Yoakum will have a dance-off with Stu.
I would rather have seen Stu catch the football and try to run over somebody than dance. Let me just say that.
Saints will come out with a tight end look here. 2 receivers at the top, single receiver at the bottom. No motions, Luter across. They'll throw immediate pop pass out there in their sideline to Chandler Kemp. He'll pick up a 7. Kemp, their leading receiver on the night, coming into the night, but Zuter is well over 80, so he's definitely their leading receiver after that big gain of 50 in the last series. The Saints will go quick. 2 receivers here at the bottom of your screen. Tight end, single receiver at the top, so they'll tight end wing. Pop again, shocker. Zuter. Balls out. And recovered by the Saints.
That was the break we needed, but their big offensive lineman, number 71, Hayden Carter, he's a sophomore. He's 6 foot 240 is what it says. I'd say he's bigger than that.
That might be the first time I thought someone's roster undersized an individual. They'll go wing into the boundary here. 2 receivers up top. Little play action look. They'll go up top on the skinny post, and he will pass his incomplete.
Great effort by number 11, Chandler Kemp. Laid out. He is also hurt. He's probably got the wind knocked out of him. He's grabbing his abdomen up.
We've all been there.
All been there. All of us have been there in the backyard, time or two. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Little backyard football. Absolutely.
And we've all ran the skinny post 70 yards down the field for someone to air it out. Pretty good play fake there by the quarterback to hold it.
Yeah, I like this guy. He's a good young quarterback. That ball was 6 or 8 inches from being a perfectly thrown football, 50 yards downfield.
Is that good?
That's pretty good. That's pretty good for a sophomore.
It'll be and Kemp will come out on his own power.
I've seen guys play on Saturday couldn't do that.
Yeah, they play for the Razorbacks.
Ooh, shots fired.
That's my alma mater, but I watch Saturday. So it'll be 2nd and 10 here for the Saints, ball on the 28-yard line. Score is 14-0 with 7:29 left in the second quarter. We got trips receivers to the top of your screen, tight end here at the bottom. Shotgun formation.
Again, we're stemming up front, trying to get them to move. They're pretty disciplined on the line.
They'll try to run a little RPO look. I mean, they ran guard, tackle, counter up front, and they still ran once again, shocker. The amount of pop, bubble type, the completion percentage for Creighton has to be 85% right now.
3rd down, big play here, Luke. 3rd and 6.
3rd and 6, we'll go trips here to our up. Here, trips to the bottom of the screen, single receiver to the top.
Free rush.
And
nice.
the pass is incomplete. Eli Hargett on the coverage. He'll bring up 4th and 6.
Yeah, we had a free run at the quarterback there. He had to get rid of it a little bit early, and the receiver didn't have his head around. They look like they're gonna go for it here.
Please do.
They're
gonna switch. Yeah,
they're bringing their punt team on, but they considered it. It's one of those pressures where the coach looks up there and it's only 14-0, and he thinks he ought to be up by more than 14. He was considering.
What do you mean he thinks they should be up by more than 14?
Yeah, I think they probably underestimated the way we would run the football to open the game. So I think he probably figured this would be a little farther out of reach right now. But
Jack's not too far back. I don't know if we have leg on this kid that doesn't think he can out-kick it there. Let it go. Let it roll. And we will let it roll inside the 20. Ball on the 18-yard line with 6:43 left. Be Panther ball there. Another good defensive series for the Panthers.
I'd like to see about a 10-play, grinded-out drive that took 6 minutes and 42 seconds off the clock for a touchdown here.
I would love to say touchdown Panthers. And when that happens, when this 6:40, I will pour the rest of this great Dasani, as we are a Coca-Cola school. Thank you, Coca-Cola. I will pour it on your bald head.
Oh, yeah. Get the camera in here for that, folks. Everybody wants to see that.
Look how far we're trying to spread Mikey out here to bring this corner. I mean, he is on the numbers, and we are a mile away. Actually, from that hash, it's about 34 yards. So, little orbit motion to Mason, and Mason's so patient when he runs the ball. He'll pick up about 4.
Hey, he does that so often where he'll put the paws on, someone will go by, he'll tippy-toe, dance around, do a pirouette, fall forward, and land for a 4 or 5 yard gain.
Pirouette, nice. Braxton,
he could dance.
Braxton Major's helmet just went from the hash to the sideline, which is 17 yards for his helmet to go there.
You think that happened all by itself?
I watched the replay. I think he did some. I think there was some theatrics there. So Panthers will have the ball there, 2nd and 5. You know, eventually, the wrinkle I'm seeing us develop is some type of maybe speed option or sweep toss out of that.
Yeah,
as you saw,
sweep,
you saw a little Ryan leaking out there. So 3rd and 5 here, 5:50 left here in the half. Or we just stand up and throw it to Mikey, who is, well, now he's not, but he's been a mile away from everyone else. Dane will look to the sideline and call out the play. We'll go buck sweep into their boundary. met immediately. First puller didn't get the kick, and 31, or you talked about in the opener, Hudson Ball all over us there, and it'll be a negative gain. Bring up 4th and 8.
Hudson Ball is a defensive lineman. He plays end is really where he's at. He's listed as a 6'2", 250-pound senior.
So I watched on the replay the beauty of a delay here. He was the end of that sideline. The first puller out, he boxed, as you call it, the box technique, or a dent, and he dented our first puller out. I mean, boom, immediately. The second puller ran right into his back.
Okay. Yeah, that's how you blow up that play right there.
Yes. Well, when you're 6'2", 250.
Yeah. And he's a senior, so it's not like it's a chubby 250.
I was going to say, at one point,
he's been in the weight room
at one
for 4
point in my
years.
life, I was 6'2", 240, but my 240 was different composition than what that young man's is. So with 5:20 left here, 4th and 7 for the Panthers. Mason will be back to punt.
Need another big punt here. They will send somebody back this time.
They're going to they might have to try. They're going to go after it where the ball is actually placed. Our 3 Bulls will block it well. Ball's away. No fair catch. We're over it immediately. Great coverage there by the Panthers, and he will have no return.
Great job. That's Boaz Benson down.
The long snapper is the guy that you need to be the first one out, and he's all over it.
Boaz Benson. All over it.
So the Saints will start their series 1st and 10 on the 49-yard line. They'll come out with a trips to our sideline, actually trips wing into our sideline. They'll run counter into their boundary, and Eldridge will pick up 3. We have not seen Mason since he went out with the ankle injury.
Yeah, and I don't even
suspect him to come back in.
I don't suspect him to come back in. I do see him walking around on the sideline, and he just put his helmet back on.
The give there on little zone action, they actually moved Eldridge to the slot. They gave us the number 42, Carter Henley, 6'1", 238. I would probably give him the ball as well.
Golly.
And then, look, that's the beauty of interchangeable positionless football. Now the Eldridge is back in there, and they'll run a little counter action. We have a hold here in the box, and that will back them up.
Might have been a face mask. I saw the head whip around. I'm hoping it's a hold.
I was going to say, I thought I saw a hold.
Going to be a hold on the Saints. That's a break we need. It's going to be first down and about 18 or 19 there. I think it was a...
Make it 20.
Is it? Yep. First and 20.
First and 20. They'll go little trips, tight end close look, tight into their boundary, trips into ours, shotgun formation. They'll sprint out to the sideline.
I'm going to take a shot.
Little flood look to number 5. Passes broken up there by number 20 for the Panthers. Cole Pittman.
Pittman made a great play on that ball, but that ball, Luke, was put right on the money.
On the run.
On a line.
On a rope.
25 yards downfield.
That's
good.
Is that good?
I've heard that's good.
Saints
what is this? Is this 11 personnel here, Luke? Can you tell me what 11 personnel is?
We have a tight end and running back. It's 11 personnel, and they'll run to the tight end side with Eldridge. He'll pick up 6. They are one of the few teams that we play that do show more variations of 20, 21, 11, 10. 3rd and long here, 3rd and 15 for the Saints. The holding penalty has worked out in our favor. 3rd and long not actually been in our favor in the season here, so it's actually been a kryptonite here. Let's get that off our back. We'll go do stack look here for the Saints.
Be solid defense.
They'll send Kemp in motion. We'll play action fake. They'll do some drags underneath. We got I got multiple holdings.
Yeah,
there's not enough flags in the pockets of officials to call all the holdings. I think I saw.
We're conversing with the Shiloh Saints sideline. The coaches did not like the call, barked at the side judge over there, and he turned and barked back. So that's never a good sign when you see the official barking at the coaches.
Yes. I think he said, hey, you know, if you don't like it, get in your $400,000 bus that's parked over there behind the stadium and go home. So they'll back it up 10 more, and it'll be third and back to Springdale.
Yeah, this is third and forever. What is this, third and 25? Third and 25, I believe.
That's what I got. They'll go trips to, and I got a timeout here. How about a sideline warning? We got blood. We got blood.
Okay, so their big offensive lineman goes off, and their not quite so big offensive lineman comes back on the 54.
So they'll go trips to our sideline, single receiver up top. No down and distance, guys. Take a couple steps back here. Little play action fake. Little out route to up top to Kemp. He'll pick up. He'll almost get it all back. They'll pick up 20.
They're going to mark him down, and it's going to be fourth and about 5.
Almost what you call a sticks route. Get all the way to sticks, break it back. That's manageable. With 3 minutes left.
Be solid here, D. Be solid. Fairly quick first half. Haven't been a ton of incompletions. The clock has been rolling, and now we're going to call timeout.
That's a good timeout. They had tied in into their boundary when we didn't have an overhang, and if they had ran it there, we were hosed.
Yep, I agree. Luke, what do we got coming up at halftime tonight? You got anything going on? Looks like the band has their dots out.
We have the pride of Northwest Arkansas, the Siloam Springs Marching Band, which if you're looking for something to do tomorrow, come on out. They have a competition that they're hosting.
Okay.
There's a lot of work that goes into that, a lot of volunteers they have to utilize to make that event happen. But the Panther Marching Band, I mean, I've talked about it all the time, but the work they put into their show, it pays. You know, you see it every time at halftime, but it's going to show tomorrow in their competition. Saints will come out here with tight end, single receiver into their boundary, 2 receivers into ours. The motion, they got us. They got us. That's a first down. KD jumped on the motion there. Not out of the timeout. If you're a coach, that's the one thing you did not want.
Yeah, that's frustrating. I know that's frustrating. 77.
John. That's John.
Yeah.
And that's Brett Gold.
that's Brett Gold.
Yeah, that's Brett Gold. Yeah, little brother Brock Gold, Panther from last year. Great ball get off there by number 53, Isaac Calderon. He was, I mean, that guy, that's the kind of ball get off you want out of a D lineman.
Yeah, that's a good motor there to stop him at the line of scrimmage for a no gain. Good job, Isaac.
So 2nd and 10 with 2:25 left here in the second quarter. Trips into the boundary here trips into our sideline for the Saints. Single receiver up top. Little T-swing, passes incomplete. It was barely forward. We got a late flag for some extracurricular. Pittman.
Wow, the white hat threw the flag.
From 70 miles away, the white hat throws a flag.
He threw it from the 41, and it landed at the 17. It's a 24-yard toss of the flag.
We were petitioning to the back judge, which makes me feel like it's on us for unsportsmanlike conduct, dead ball penalty, which is unfortunate after the incompletion there.
No, it's against them.
Oh, we are. They is facing the opposite direction.
It's against them. We're backing it up.
There we go. Dead ball, unsportsmanlike conduct. If it's after the play, then it makes it third down. It'll make it 3rd and 25 again. So we got to take advantage of the opportunities we're given.
Yes.
So 3rd down on the 41-yard line. The line to gain is way down there. It's not quite 25. It's actually 20. Play action look again. He's got him on a vertical. Perfect ball. No safety up over the top. We got there late, and the pass is complete to Kemp on the 6-yard line, first down Saints. I mean,
If we've done that, if the other team has converted a 3rd and 25 once, they've done it 8 or 10 times this year.
He beat him off the line of scrimmage, and they'll go quick with 2 minutes here, and they'll give us to Eldridge. Actually, a little read there by Creighton, and he will get marked down at about the half-yard line with 1:55 left. I suspect them to get on the ball and just go inside zone and score here unless we get a great push up front. And actually go power and touchdown Saints. It was a great opportunity for the and again, a Saint is just getting in the face of a Panther way after a play. So this is going to be a dead ball on sportsmanlike conduct again on the Saints. We'll take this on the kick and make them kick from the 20-yard line. 25, I guess. Make them kick it from the 25.
Man, look, it's frustrating when you've played pretty good defensively, pretty solid. You get them in multiple 3rd and 25s, and they convert. It's just frustrating. What do you say to your team? How do you get them to get back up and play solid? They've done it all night. We've played solid all night long, but we get 3rd and long, and we just lose our mind.
I think it's that every play. Like that's the next step. Is it has to be every play. You want to make state. You want to get to the next level. You want to progress, and you talk about getting better. Is that you can't let up. Yep. It's the little things. It's getting off the field on 3rd and 25. And our kids know that. Definitely, our coaches are well.
They've been coached.
Our coaches definitely aren't going, we've never repped 3rd and long situations. We've repped it.
Oh, I know. We've repped it. We've coached it. It's just executing and getting off the dang field is the problem. We haven't been able to do that. If I had to summarize the season, it would be big plays and long 3rd and long conversions.
So with 1:40 left here in the half, Panthers will get the ball. We will actually kick back to the Saints to start the second half. So that's another reason why that was so crucial there on 3rd and a mile. Here as we have a little bit of delay before the kick. Shout out to Superior Auto Group, Simmons, Lightning Bolt Advertising, Calian Steakhouse, Arvest Bank, Dayspring Cards, Lazy Boy, Jetstream, John Brown University, Grand Savings Bank, Generations Bank, and Alternative Design. So the penalty on the unsportsmanlike conduct makes them kick it from the 25. So we will have pretty good field position coming off the kick. And the kick is away, and it'll be fielded by the Panthers at the 26, 27-yard line. We'll run into our little scrum that we keep running into here, and we will push the pile up to the 44-yard line with 1:30 left here in the half.
Yeah,
You'd like some type of opportunity to score.
I'm not going to come out and take a shot on 1st and 2nd down here. I'm going to run the football here on 1st and 2nd down because I want the clock to roll, or I want them to use their timeouts. I'll take a shot, but it's going to be on 3rd down. If we get some yardage on 1st and 2nd down, then we might take a shot.
Well, we're coming out with Gio, which we haven't seen since the fumble, which means we are going with him at quarterback. We'll go in motion, do a little read action, but we'll still stick it on the ground like you said, and he'll get held up after a gain of about 2.
Clock's going to keep moving, which is what you want. Now, if you break it, on 2nd down, if you get, get a 1st down, then you might consider taking a shot down the field. But you want to play pretty conservative here until you get the chains moving because you don't want to give them the football back.
We'll stick him this little wildcat anchor look with Gio. He'll fake it, and he'll keep once again, and he'll be met in the backfield.
Okay, so that's what you want. 45 seconds to go in the first half. It's going to be they're going to
Timeout by
call
the
timeout.
Saints. You know what I haven't seen out of us, and I kind of thought I'd see it out of the wing T look, was that little throwback screen we like to run. 3rd and 10 here, we may, since I see Dane kind of huddled there with the coaches, that may be the look we go here with our little T screen, slip screen. Be curious what we do here.
Yeah, they have one timeout left, so I don't care. I may call it, and I'll tell Dane, right, if it's not there, you don't throw it away. You just go down, eat it. The clock will run, or they call their last time out. But I'm wanting this clock to run here, and I'm not wanting to make a pass and potentially stop the clock here.
So
we don't want to give them the football back with 40 seconds left and a timeout.
So while we're in this timeout, just want to give a shout out to our volleyball team. Their season ended. They finished 5th in conference, but they did end this. They ended the week with a win at Alma and a win here at home on senior night against Russellville. So shout out to Coach T and our Lady Panthers for ending the season with 2 wins.
It's getting close to round ball season.
Are you a fan of basketball? Did you coach basketball?
I think the Arkansas Razorbacks and Kansas Jayhawks play tonight. I've seen that somewhere.
Little different look there. We did a little like duo motion of Mikey coming in and then going back out. Timeout there by Shiloh after about a gain of a couple by Gio, and it'll be 38 seconds. We'll be forced to punt. A very good punt game tonight by Mason after coming off of last week where we had a few punts that did not go our way. I think we had a net punt of 7, a net punt of 3. Some scores from around the conference right now in the second quarter. Mountain Home's up 16-0 against Lake Hamilton at Lake Hamilton. A game of interest because it's our last 2 opponents after tonight. Currently, and this is just from Fearless Friday. It just shows that it's 0-0 Southside and Russellville. I'll kind of give a peek over at our good old YouTube, which shows actually the actual update is Russellville 24, Southside 7.
Okay, so Fearless Friday's off.
They're off, and we will go to Russellville next Friday night. Greenwood up 35-0 over Van Buren in the second quarter.
Wow. Did you say Mountain Home was up on Lake Hamilton, at Lake Hamilton?
16-0.
Yeah. That Mountain Home team that we played last Friday night, they're a good football team. Now, they were missing their starting quarterback last week, and they've had another week to get someone ready and more reps. So I would suspect that they're going to end up finishing 3rd in the league.
Yeah, with this, if they win this game, they're definitely the 3 seed out of the 6A West. So with 38 seconds left here in the second quarter, short back to punt. The score is 21-0 Saints. Interesting punt return look. I mean, I know we have no gunners on the field, but you have your return man on the 15, and then you have these 4 guys back.
Well, I think they're probably
punt safe.
They're in safe because they know Coach Smith has a wrinkle or 2 in his sleeve, and they don't know what he's going to do. He's a gambler. So I would kick this football as far as I could.
I would put it, yes, right where that guy's standing or 5 yards behind him.
41 seconds on the clock. Did they reset the clock?
We added 3 seconds. I don't know who told them to add that.
Good punt.
Good punt, end over end, fair catch there. And it will be at the 25-yard line with 33 seconds left. All right, no situation defensively.
If you're in cover, better than a touchdown here.
If you're in cover 4, get your butt back.
Safety's got to be there on a long pass down. What else are you doing? What else are you doing here? You've got to be expecting.
We've got our cushion here, and they've got trips here into our sideline. They got emptied. Actually, how many? Okay, I see. They got trips here and single receiver at the top. They run a little stick out route there by Kemp, and he'll pick up 11 or 12, and they'll be quick on the ball.
Listen, that's too
easy. That's too much of a soft cushion by the corner.
We can't be that.
Now, I mean, the corner can be a little tight, I guess, but what you want the safety help over the top is what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I understand what you're saying. They'll stay the same formation, and they'll run the same concept. They'll actually roll it over here. Little snag route, as you like to call it, there with 3.
Get him on the ground.
Jerry Seinfeld has joined the booth there with the call.
Wow.
With 16 seconds left, first down Saints. They're on the ball quick. Trips up to their top. They're on the same
They're gonna
concept.
take a shot,
They're gonna run a little. I have a hold at 70. Just suplexed Isaac Calderon to the ground. Isaac has a big motor there, and
he's staring down the official. I throw another flag. I throw my hat. Number 70, Ben Carlisle, just stared down the official.
Well, they're the number 3 team in the state, Mr. Yoakum.
I don't care. They don't. They should. I mean, what am I saying?
So that with 6 seconds left here, that will back them up 10. That will leave only one play left here in the half.
Yeah, it will definitely back them up, but they've got something in their sleeve over there. They're going to try to score here. I mean, they're not going to snap it and kneel on it and just go to halftime. They're going to try to score.
No, for sure. They didn't burn timeouts and then try to go quick just to mail it in to go to the half. So
they'll run some sort of little hook and ladder type situation. I don't know what they'll do here. It'll be something. I don't think he'll throw it to the end zone.
First, so they actually be 1st and 21, but the ball will be on the 47-yard line. He's got the arm. I mean, he's got the arm to get it there. And they'll go empty look here with 5 receivers. They'll go orbit motion with Eldridge. They'll just go a little bubble screen out to him and then let him dance. And that will end the half after a big gain of 25. So the score here at halftime is the Shiloh Christian Saints 21, the Siloam Springs Panthers 0.
Yeah, so we played a really good first half there. We had one mistake with the turnover. Defensively, we had gave up a couple of big plays and long third down conversion situations. But overall, we played a very competitive first half. Take away 4 or 5 plays there, Luke, and it's a different story. So I think we're a lot closer than we were 4 weeks ago, right?
The difference is going to be can we force a turnover?
Yep.
Can we move the ball to a score? And can we eliminate the big play?
Yeah, the big plays really hurt our defense all year long, and it's, sometimes we're in the right position and we just can't get the guy on the ground, and but they're certainly getting closer, and I like the fact that we're getting closer. So got our cheerleaders on the field here, folks.
And the kickoff in the field goal frenzy, the first kick just short.
What?
Just short.
I thought we were shoe-ins tonight.
That was, I guess both were short. Well, it's still that's thank you to RVS for the $250 that will be donated to STN, Student Television News. So stay with us, folks. We're going to step aside, but the cheer team will perform, and then the pride of Northwest Arkansas, the Siloam Springs Marching Band.
They still haven't played around.
And welcome back to Panther Stadium. I'm Luke Shoemaker. He's Dennis Yoakum. Just got off the elevator with a lot of our coaches that are here in the press box. He said the atmosphere in the locker room was pretty positive. You know, the score shows 21-0, but you take away a fumble inside the 30 here by the Panthers and a huge play on 3rd and 25 that gave up there with about 2 minutes left in the half. And it's a different ball game.
Yes, sir, Luke. We've been talking about it the whole first half. We've played pretty well. We moved the football on the ground, and we had a couple of mistakes, and Shiloh took advantage. What we're going to have to do here on the first drive is we're going to kick the football to them. What we're going to have to do is get them off the field without any points, and then we go back to let's see if we can move the football and get some points ourselves, because we've moved the football on them on the ground.
You know, I'm looking for our big play. We've had a couple where we've popped it for 10, 11, 9, and that last tackle by the safety has come downhill and he's tripped us up. Ready for our moment where we pop that one free and we bust it for the end zone, and so the student section down here goes crazy. But you're right. You talked in the opener, win the turnover battle, we're losing it, and limit big plays, we're losing it. And that's just where the score is at right now. But, it's crazy that talking to the coaches, they said like I said, the mood in the locker room, 21-0, but very positive. You talked about we're kicking here to start the second half. I challenged Coach Smith to do an onside kick. If there was ever a moment for what you called him the gambler to do one, I'd love to see it right here.
Yeah, and I'd say, these coaching staffs know each other well enough that we're close enough. I guarantee you they've scouted and they know that Coach Smith is liable to pull something out here in the second half. So, if they've done their homework, if they've done their homework, they'll be prepared on this kickoff here.
And he's talking them up right now.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'd like to see some little wrinkle here that maybe they aren't prepared for, but we'll see what they do. Whatever it is, we have to do it, and we have to be solid.
Yep. Folks, this is Armed Services Night, Armed Forces Night here at Panther Stadium, so just want to give a big salute to all the veterans, all the people that are currently serving or have served for our country. Thank you for fighting for our freedom and for the protection that we have as a country.
Yeah, that was well said, Luke. Well said.
So set to kick it away is, I think Newell did a lot of the kicking duty last week. So Camden will do the kicking duties here for the Panthers. He did a good job last week. I talked to him in the courtyard on Wednesday. He was putting kicks inside the 10. You can't ask for much more as far as a high school kicker. It's very rare you get a guy that consistently puts it in the back of the end zone. So Noah will kick it away.
Just a sophomore, too.
Just a sophomore. And he'll put it right on top of the 13, 14-yard line, and the Saints will return it.
Uh-oh.
Lane integrity, crucial to kick coverage. We overran right there, and we will force them out of bounds there at the 34-yard line, 1st and 10 Saints.
Yeah. Eli Hargett saved a touchdown there, but that's,
I saw two, you talk about staying in your lane. I saw two Panthers that stayed in their lane, but when the guy runs right by you in your lane, you have to make the play because that's why you're in your lane.
Yeah, he caught that on the 13 and didn't get touched until about the 35. So
Saints will go quick. They'll stick with the same scheme that they've had all night with a little pop game, and the pass was complete there to number 5, Carnes.
That's going to be right at the first down marker. Right? They're marking it short, 2nd and short here, but nope.
Up the way on.
Whitehead waved it on. We've got to get the first guy has rarely gotten him on the ground tonight. We've got to do a better job.
They'll go shotgun, trips to the top, and they'll go the same thing, pop again. Safety runs the alley, and Jackson will bring him
there
down
you go.
After about a gain of 5. There's no secret what they're doing here. I mean, he's got to have completed about 25 passes tonight because it's the same quick game out over and over again. Go tight end, single receiver to the top, 2 receivers here at the bottom. No motion, orbit motion here. To give us to Eldridge. He's a quick little scat back there, and he'll take it in for a 19-yard touchdown run. In under a minute, the score is 27-0, pending the extra point here.
Yeah, Eldridge is the son of Coach Eldridge, previously at North Little Rock and Farmington.
Yep.
So he's a good little football player. Been around football all his life. So very strong little runner.
For you baseball fans out there, if you're tuning into this and you don't know what's going on, and there's a game called the World Series that's happening.
Oh, yeah?
World Series.
Tell me more.
Yeah, tell you more. That score is the New York Yankees 0, the Los Angeles Dodgers 0.
Yeah. Yeah, I would like to tell you that the World Series between the Yankees and the Dodgers.
You want neither team to win.
Well, I can't even say on air what I really think. Or, I'm a St. Louis Cardinal guy. The Yankees have won the most world championships of all time, followed by the Cardinals. I would just assume neither one of those guys win one. But Cardinals have not been relevant lately, so who am I?
I can't believe we're friends and Cardinal fan.
I know, you're brave. You're a Bravo.
So
one of the greatest songs, I've been listening to a lot of new stuff. Morgan Wallen has a song called 98 Braves.
I know.
Have you heard that song?
Unfortunately, it's been played for me.
98 Braves, that's awesome.
Yeah, awesome. Real awesome to once again be let down. So the Saints will kick it away here. It's 28-0 with 11:08 left in the third quarter. A little different kickoff return look for the Panthers this week with only 2 men back. And the look as a whole, as we clump together with that wedge of 10, Mikey will be hit right around the 20 and get no further than that, 21-yard line. Dennis, big game with Razorback basketball tonight, right? A little preseason action with, is it the number 1 team in the nation?
Yeah, Kansas is number 1 in the nation. Arkansas is preseason 16th, but at Bud Walton tonight, they're having a little exhibition, charity exhibition. I think Arkansas proceeds go to Arkansas Children's Hospitals. Can't remember who Kansas is donating their money to, but what an atmosphere. Number 1 Kansas at Arkansas tonight. Both teams have several dudes out, but it's still fun.
Marlette will go under center here. We'll go in we'll stay under center a lot tonight. Give immediately, it looks like, was that Toledo? Give us the fullback. He was hit the moment it was handed off. It's actually, no, that was Flores at fullback.
Oh, yeah, it is. Gio taking
a lick. Be a negative gain of 2. Loss of 2. So 2nd and 12 here with 10:30 in the quarter. We'll stay in the same look. Marlette takes the snap. Gives to Mason to their sideline. He'll make one man miss, jump another man. He'll pick up. Look at that, a big gain of 14 by Mason.
Good run, good hard run. He keeps his feet moving. He's got good vision. He saw that guy going low. He just jumped him and then got 5 or 6 more yards for the first down. But
Mason north about 50 yards tonight.
Yep.
So, 1st and 10 Panthers.
Gio again, right up the middle.
He'll pick up 1, 2nd and 9 there. Kind of trying something different to get the ball into Gio's hands, putting him in the fullback position there in that set.
So just a quick score update. Arkansas is ahead of number 1 Kansas, 23-17. They're playing 4 quarters tonight, so they're in the first quarter right now, but it's 23-17 early.
So give back to our direction. I think it's to Jackson Anderson. He's brought down in the backfield. All right, the line of scrimmage will be 3rd and 9 here for the Panthers. A lot of new looks for the Panthers to try to manufacture yardage by Coach Turner. We've looked better offensively. We've done a lot of good things at times. It's sustaining drives.
Yeah,
but we still got to be over that next hurdle and manufacturing the point side of this.
The positive is that we've seen growth.
Yep.
You know, our offensive line is doing a better job tonight.
Little sprint out action here to the bottom of your screen. Dang gets chased around, tries to throw it away. The receiver was in the area.
No, that was a lineman.
I think we had. Well, he did throw the flag. I thought Toledo may have been over there, but they're going to maybe throw him for grounding here. Didn't even get back. It didn't get back to the last scrimmage for one, but I thought maybe Toledo was there. They are going to flag him for it.
Toledo did the right thing by moving toward that area.
So grounding on the play would be a loss of down, 4th down. And it'll be stepped off from the flag.
It's always hard to roll out to your left when you're a right-handed quarterback.
It'll be 4th and 27. Mason will be punting with his heels at the 4-yard line. And the Saints will come after it. He gets the punt away. Pretty good kick. Sideways bounce, recovered by the Panthers at the 48-yard line, or down by the Panthers there. It'll be 1st and 10 Saints with 8:26 left in the third quarter. Dennis, the game I'm most excited about tomorrow on Saturday football is not a game normally I'd go, this is the game I'm really excited about, but it's Navy Notre Dame.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, Notre Dame has struggled with Navy recently. Navy is undefeated, I believe. Is that right?
Yes, and it's at a neutral site. It's at MetLife Stadium in New York, but it's number 12 Notre Dame against number 24 Navy. Saints little pump go. We knew it was coming eventually, and Sluter wide open touchdown Saints. I just discussed if we jumped it, they would go for that, and you knew it was coming. If you throw pop 40 times, pop goes coming, and touchdown Saints.
Again, number 9, Cole Creighton, threw that ball 30 yards down the field and hit him right in the hands. Couldn't have walked it out there better.
No. I mean, it's like a video game pass. Sluter going in the night had about 380 receiving. I mean, he's well over 150 tonight. So pending the extra point, if it is good, then the Arkansas sportsmanship rule is in effect, and we will have a running clock here in the second half. There's another, there's a game tonight that hasn't kicked yet that I have some interest in the college football scene. Number 17 Boise State playing at Allegiant Stadium against Barry Odom and the UNLV Running Rebels. I think that's a
big game.
Big game, yeah.
For that conference.
For that conference, possible college football playoff implications. Brett Bielema, the number 20 Illinois Illini, go to Oregon, number 1 Oregon.
Who?
I think he coached Arkansas at one point. Let me wiki that to quote my dad.
I don't remember
Throwing him out. That part of Arkansas football
I don't
lore.
remember Brett Bielema. I remember Brett Bulimia or something. Is that what they called him for a while?
Mizzou goes to Bama. Texas I've never thought these words would leave my mouth. Ranked Texas at ranked Vanderbilt in an SEC game.
That's interesting.
Ball is fielded by the Panthers at the 5. And
little
trickery there.
trickery.
Hey, we'll squeak out a few extra yards out of that and be brought out to about the 27-yard line.
Is that what we've been setting up all night right there?
You can ask Coach Smith after the game. And what used to be a great rivalry, you have Florida State-Miami, no longer going to be a big one. But
Florida State, are they 1-6?
1-6.
Holy cow.
What is probably the big game of the weekend, though, is number 8 LSU going to Kyle Field to play number 14 A&M, the Texas A&M Aggies. Little shotgun here with Gio. A little good read there on the fake. He'll take it for about 8, 9.
Yeah, that's a good read there. Good play.
Who you got A&M LSU? I mean, that's
LSU.
That's for first place in the SEC.
Yeah, LSU manhandled us last week on the line of scrimmage.
Vegas has A&M -1.
Yeah, just because it's at Kyle Field, I'm pretty confident LSU will manhandle Texas A&M.
Good read there by Flores again. He'll pick up the first down, and it'll be 1st and 10 Panthers at the 41-yard line.
Let me say this. LSU has to play clean. But if they play clean, LSU will win by 2 scores.
Okay, you heard it here first.
Got an injured player down.
Is that Gio?
It could be.
I think it's Gio. I don't see his number on the group that's walking off.
Yeah, I think it is Gio.
This is another, talk about the college football, when you talk about realignment. They're checking on Gio. Let's hope he's okay. Both trainers, Skylar Sexton and he'll be walking off. He's up, and he'll be walking off now. Did you ever think you'd be hearing this quote? Number 22 Southern Methodist University going to 6-1 Duke in an ACC game. You're an old Southwest Conference guy. Do you think
Yeah, that's a couple Brainiac schools right there. Hey, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm a huge fan of college basketball. I think the NIL has really evened the playing field in college basketball. There's probably 10 or 12 teams in college basketball that could win it this year. I'm going to tell you a sleeper.
You tell me that every year. By the way.
It's more true now than it has ever been. But Duke is
had to
sitting.
bring Coach Lab on the field to help Dr. Coker, so hope Gio's okay.
Duke is sitting at preseason number 7. Duke has the best player in the country in Cooper Flagg. The guy, when our Olympic team of professionals was gearing up to go overseas, he dominated a stretch against the pros that were on Team USA. That guy can go. I predict that one of the top 2 or 3 teams in the country by second semester, by February, will be the Duke Blue Devils.
Okay. All right. Very homer pick by Dennis Yoakum.
I am a Duke fan.
I know. I know. Get us to short, a little
Whoa,
jump there,
whoa,
little break
here we
away
go.
there.
There's
40,
your break.
35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown, Panthers.
No flags, Lucas.
Our boy Mason can bust off the big one, and he does there.
Hey, you were calling for that. When are we going to catch our break? When are we going to get that edge, and we're going to force that missed tackle? And that's exactly what you see with Mason. He's good for one of those every week.
The guy, that puts him probably over 100. At this point, his yards per carry is in double digits it continues to climb. You talk about it every week. Love watching him carry that. Look, he's still fired up. Love it. We'll go our own little variation out of the extra point look here with Coach Smith, similar to what Shiloh did earlier. And we will go for 2.
Oh, my.
And we are met immediately, and your score will be Shiloh 35, Siloam Springs 6. What a big run there by Mason.
Mason did a great job of getting outside, hurdling, spinning. I think that was the pirouette I was talking about, right?
That was
hurdle, pirouette,
yeah,
take it to
all
the house.
judges' scorecards had 10s there. Perfect
Great
score
job,
there.
Mason.
So some scores from around the state. We'll start 6A, and we'll kind of go more regional here. Greenwood up 42-7 on Van Buren last time I had a score. The Southside Mavericks just made it 24-20 at Russellville. We'll go to Russellville next week, so that's a game that some interest here from Siloam fans. Still no update from the 16-0 Mountain Home score we had earlier. In 7A action, Fayetteville up on Springdale, 21-7. Man, Fearless slow on the scores tonight.
Big Z.
Little pooch kick there by Noel, and number 7 for the Saints, Gray Colbert, will take it all the way back to the 46, 47-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 Saints from there. There's a Saint that he will be, looks like he was injured on the play. Maybe a little knee knock there, dead leg.
So just an update, Arkansas 30, number 1 Kansas 21, early in the second quarter. Panthers have a little extra time here before they take possession of or take the field for defense here. 35-6, 4:21 to go. Because the 35-point rule was reached, this will be turbo clock or sportsmanship clock in the second half, whatever you want to call it. It won't stop unless we have an injury on the field, which is why it stopped right now.
Yeah, it is called the sportsmanship rule, but yes, some people call it the turbo clock. The score at Lake Hamilton is Mountain Home Bombers 23, Lake Hamilton Wolves 0.
Yeah, that's a big game in the league.
So, no, we're back. We're back. 1st and 10 Saints here. I'd like to think 35-6. They'd stick to some of their ground game that I saw on film as a predominantly run team, but you never know what you want to try to work on there. Get trips bunch here. They'll stick with the pop game. Pass complete there to number 11, Chandler Kemp, and he'll pick up 11 and a 1st down.
Yeah, they're going to work on what they think will help them later in the year. And you can't blame them. I mean, they've got a chance.
I certainly see a rematch with them in Greenwood down the pipe, unless they're going to have to get through Benton. But little pump go there, flush Creighton, little scramble roll. He's got 5 down the sideline. What a rope! Pass is complete. He's brought down. He got at the 1-yard line. What a throw by Creighton and a great catch by Carnes. We got a flag down back here behind the play. Got a hold. When you scramble outside the pocket there, that's bound to happen. And a break there for the Panthers. But you talked about it earlier with this guy. I'm wondering, we talked about opening stats when we looked at our book. This quarterback, he had only played in 2 games. He was 21 of 30 for 225. He wasn't the leading passer for them. But I think
you wonder if he was hurt.
Going forward,
some time this is their
the dude. Going forward, when they make a deep playoff run, I fully expect to see him on the field.
Yeah, this guy.
And they'll go a little pop action again. This time it's complete to Kemp. He'll make one-man miss. He'll go down the sideline. He'll make Pittman miss, and Kemp will take it in for 6 touchdown Saints. No flags on the play. And that is another 50. I guess it was a 42-yard pass. After the action, I know it's backed up, so it was a 50-plus.
It was a big play.
58-yard pass.
It's just been one of those things all year long that we've battled, just not being able to stop the big play. And I think over time what you'll see is, we're doing all this speed work. I think, Luke, we're going to have more speed on the field in years to come. We're working on that part of the game. We just don't have a ton of speed on the field, and I think that contributes to the big play.
So with 1:49 left in the third, the score is Shiloh Christian Saints 42, Siloam Springs Panthers 6. I'd like to give a shout out once again to the donors for the Siloam Springs Athletic Program. Superior Auto Group, Simmons, Lightning Bolt Advertising, Callahan Steakhouse, Arvest Bank, Day Spring Cards, Lazy Boy, Jetstream by Pipelife, John Brown University, Grand Savings Bank, Generations Bank, and Alternative Design. Thank you for supporting your Panthers.
All right, Luke. Just over a minute to go in the third quarter. Again, the clock will not stop unless there's an injury or a timeout.
I'd like to see a healthy dose of number 3, Mason Short. Keep giving him the ball.
I would definitely
find the things that work with him and what he's our big play guy. He's shown that he's our big play guy, and take that into Russellville next week, because honestly,
it's the next 2 weeks
it's
that
the next
really matter.
when you win the next 2 games,
and you're in the playoffs.
You're in the playoffs.
Especially with Russellville beating Southside tonight, that's going to give Russellville their second conference win. If we win the next 2 weeks, we'll have 2 conference wins, but that will mean we will have beaten Russellville head-to-head, which gives us the tiebreaker and puts us into the playoffs. And so it's the next 2 weeks. What we want to see the last quarter, we want to see healthy football. Nobody get dinged up. We just had Gio brought off the field. It looks like Dr. Coker, he's out of the tent. So I don't know if I don't know how Gio is, but you hope that you get out of here tonight without any more injuries. You go to Russellville next week and you've got, full stable of offensive linemen, running backs, everybody's available. Go down there and get a victory, and then finish up at home week 10 against Southside here with another victory, and you're in the playoffs. But I'm with you. Let's see what Mason can do with a steady dose. Sometimes he's one of those guys too. The more you give it to him, the more rhythm he gets as a runner.
Yeah, I think that just showed on his last carry. I mean, he going into that one, he probably picked up more on that touchdown run than he had for the whole game. Panthers will go shotgun formation here. 2 receivers both sides of the formation. Marlette and Short in the backfield.
Gonna give it to Mikey.
Little Mikey, a little jet sweep action. I saw that in pregame.
It's a couple. Mikey is one of our quicker guys. So, I'd like to see that a time or 2 every game.
Yeah, the
keep him honest.
Jet sweep, or any way to get the ball at him in space.
Yep.
World Series update: Yankees up 2-1 on the Dodgers.
Who cares? I'm sure there are Yankee and Dodger fans out there. I'm sorry.
Panthers run counter back to the field side, and Mason will pick up 3. Be 3rd and short here for the Panthers with 11 minutes left here in the 4th. What I do love about my Siloam Springs High School students is that the student section, even in a game that's 42-6, still has about 60 kids in it.
Awesome.
Panthers will hard count. They'll look to the sideline. 2 receivers at the bottom with Stu and Mason in the backfield. Mikey spread out wide up by the numbers. Counter back that way, and Mason will be short by about a yard. Be 4th and a yard.
I'd go for it.
You would go for it?
I would go for it. Let's keep working on it.
You wouldn't go for it if it was 4th?
Let's tell Francisco Suarez, we're running right behind you, big boy. I like that little orbit.
You wouldn't go 4th in my
motion
phone for first down.
Orbit motion, power, and we're going to punt. So it doesn't matter what I would do.
I was shocked to hear you say it. Maybe I'm rubbing off on you. Maybe we'll go fake punt here.
No, that's not what I'm talking about.
Hey, timeout here by the Panthers. I think were we short a man? 1, 2, 3. I think we were short. I think we were down a guy. So maybe we'll rethink it here.
Well, I would definitely run an offensive play. If I'm going for it, I'm going to line up in that wing T. I'm going to do that orbit motion, and I'm going to go power with Mason Short right behind Francisco Suarez. That's what I'm doing. It's 4th and
I might put him at
less than a yard.
fullback and just go dive.
Okay.
As quick as you can get it in his hand.
I'm down.
Update or athletics this week. Not a lot going on, but our cross-country team does run in the conference meet in Alma this week. Outside of that, the only other action is this same Siloam Springs Panther football team traveling to Russellville to take on the Cyclones. Where are we going to eat? CJ's?
Oh, yeah.
Get some CJ's.
CJ's Burger, baby. We're going to go for it here,
And we're going to be in a
Maybe.
shotgun.
but short.
And
no.
we're going to be shotgun,
Short's
tight
not
end
on the
trips.
field.
And we're going to throw a underneath route to Mikey. We cleared it out with the trips, and then we threw it at him underneath on the drag, but pass is incomplete. And it'll be 1st and 10 for the Saints. Ball on the 29
Here's an
yard line.
update for you. Arkansas 37, number 1 Kansas 27. So Panthers turn the football over on downs at the 29-yard line. Shiloh will take possession, leading 42-6 already. Here comes the quarterback, number 15. They've taken number 9.
So this is actually their leading passer. This is their leading passer on the year, but he was not the starter tonight.
I think the other guy has been hurt.
And they won't do anything different. They'll still stick to throw and pop, and they'll still pick up 5 or 6. This reminds me a lot of what Greenwood used to do a lot when Rick Jones was there. It was either pop or inside zone, pop or inside zone.
Yeah, you can tell the difference between the ball coming out of his hands, though, and number 9. So, for me,
9's the dude.
9's the dude.
9's the dude.
I don't know why this guy.
Oh, this
there
time we hit it
go.
right in the mouth, and they tried to go it into the boundary.
Number 2,
shorter
Eli
throw.
Hargett. That a way to run through your block. Look at the spot on that.
You know, I'm not taking a lot of stock in this Razorback exhibition game because I remember one last year against Purdue. It was supposed to get us all going.
Yeah, that team didn't have the chemistry.
And a little play action fake.
Oh, hey,
He'll
there we
step in
go.
the
Get to
pocket.
it.
Calder
Get
on
it.
all over him
Boom.
with the sack. Great
Nice
job.
job.
Isaac's got a great motor. He's gotten off the ball great tonight. He's been in the backfield and gets a sack right there.
No quit in that guy. I can tell you that right now. It's going to be 4th down and just over 10.
Well, 3rd and 4th and long have been an Achilles heel for the Panther D, so we'd like to turn over on downs here. The Saints will go trips the top of the screen, single receiver here at the bottom.
Another reason I wouldn't.
And they'll go hitch,
Get it.
kind of stick right. He'll make one guy miss, and he'll carry a couple more Panthers, and he'll drag them down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal from the 9. They run some clean routes, but, you know, you said the other guy's got some zip. This guy's still a pretty good throw.
Yeah, that was a good throw. I'm not going to take anything away from this guy, but that other guy's clearly the dude.
With 6:52 left here in the game, Shiloh driving in inside the 10, a little jet sweep action.
Caden Davidson.
KD all in the backfield. Bring him
Yeah,
down.
spotted up there at the 15. Yeah, why not?
You have you're on their case about spotting the football. You need to write a letter to AAA.
No. They're doing a great job. They're doing a fantastic job. I'm
You're no
100
longer
miles,
the voting rep for the district,
I'm
so
100
you can.
miles away from it.
2nd and goal, ball on the 16-yard line for the Saints. 3 receivers up top, tight end here at the bottom. You know, nothing like continue. There we go. Are they going to call that? I didn't hear a whistle, but it is a forward pass, so we'll be incomplete. That's how you blow up the pop. Just run straight
Make the
through
blocker
it.
hit the receiver.
Yes.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
3rd and goal from the 15-yard line. Again, third and long situation.